Hey, I'm Richard from the Rivershop, and I'm going to do a short tutorial video for you on how to attach legs to your brand new tabletop. The first thing you're going to do is get your spacing nice and even and nice and consistent. So for that, use a set square and just offer that up against your legs, okay? The next thing you want to do is mark this out with a pencil. So accuracy is super important on this step, as any deviation will make it very difficult for your bolts and your nuts to line up. So make sure that that doesn't move. I've now got my holes marked out on the tabletop on the underside. And I'm going to drill this down as deep as this nut is. What I'm going to do now is put a little bit of tape at the depth I want to do my drilling. Make sure that the depth you're drilling is no greater than the thickness of your table. And there's your depth stop. And the next really important thing you want to remember is to keep your drill nice and level. Okay. Using an Allen key, you take your threaded insert and you put it in. Now, as you can tell, that's a little bit proud. So what we're going to do we're going to do a slight countersink on the surface. So now we're nice and flush, and that goes in there. So what we're going to do now is repeat this step 4 more times, and we'll be able to secure our legs to our table frame. The challenge that you have when you're lining these up is that the holes in the hairpin legs are often very small holes, and it's easy for your drill bit to slip and be slightly off the center line. So anything you can do to ensure that your holes are perfectly straight and square and accurate will help you when it comes to lining up your hairpin legs. Another thing you might consider doing is a blob of super glue before your inserts go into the wood. And that will give you just a little bit more strength on your inserts. What I've done where the drill has slipped and hasn't perfectly lined up with the hairpin leg holes is I've taken an HSS bit and made those holes a little bit wider. That's called reaming. And by reaming those holes, I now have a little bit more tolerance so that I can get all 5 of my nuts and bolts connected. By choosing to use a threaded insert and a bolt over some screws, you're providing a great deal more shear strength and durability to your hairpin legs. And this will ensure that your table is safer and stronger, and you can enjoy it for longer. One tip to keep your holes in line is to drill a center hole of a much smaller drill bit first, and then put your greater diameter drill bit into that hole so that you get the best chance possible of lining up your holes. And if that fails, you can ream them to make them a little bit wider so that you get them all to line up. Okay, now that you've got your hairpin legs attached securely to the underside of your table, you're ready to put one more coat of Odie's Oil Original on the top, and you are ready to go. I hope that's helpful, and we look forward to having you back on your next course. One of the reasons we use the Festool 18-volt drills is the Centrotech system. And the Centrotech system means for really fast-changing bits that are interchangeable within the Festool range. So here you have a very quick bit change, and that's interchangeable on the different drills. So if you need a chuck, you can have a chuck. Or if you have Centrotech systems, like this countersink, you can take that on and off and easily change it. So to save you time and having multiple drills set up, the Festool Centrotech system is a game changer. Thanks so much for watching. Head over to therivershop.co.uk to check out what courses we're doing next. And be sure to stay in touch, and we'll see you soon.